Final audio test? Hello and welcome to tonight's stream. Tonight we are streaming more Harvestella. I'm glad to be getting back into this. I'm gonna go ahead and transition on over into the game because of the fishing minigame is going on right now. I accidentally forgot to save again after waiting for 7 p.m. last time, so we're getting to start off with some fishing to start this episode while we wait for 7 p.m. to actually go do the story quest. The fishing is something that is kind of enjoyable in this. There isn't really a mini game I have to deal with, which is pretty decent. And I like all the different things that can be fished up. They're all interesting. I also need to start stocking up on some of the fish anyways because I'll need them for food later. What one specifically, I don't really remember. I think it's like 4 of one fish from the winter place and a whole bunch of fish from here in Shitola. And there are a couple different fishing nodes, but I think for the most part they all give the same thing here. I might go and move to a different node real quick and check. The other nice thing is what fish I can't cook, I can always serve them up and what fish I cannot cook, I can send them off to be sold for gorilla. And getting more money is not something I will complain about. Unfortunately, unless it... well, even some of the rare fish aren't actually worth anything, so... that's one thing I was kind of disappointed about. There is a person to turn in rare fish too, like there is a person to turn in foods too. However, the person to turn fish into, I have to wait until after I have done at least this dungeon as far as I can remember. I think I will go ahead and get them with this dungeon. I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's the spring and summer berries that go and unlock the water biome, and the autumn and winter berries that go and unlock the cave biomes for other plants. That's a pretty nice looking sunset. It just occurred to me, does this game have a photo mode I can accidentally activate? Because it seems like games with photo modes the last couple days that I've been playing, I keep accidentally activating them. One of the new games I got, I can't remember the name of it, but to activate the photo mode for the game, you press I. To open the inventory in the game, you press P. And I'm going to go ahead and catch this fish, and then we will go head off behind the bar now that it is 7 p.m. in game. And it's just now occurring to me that it's going to take me a short while to get there anyway, so I probably would have been safe just heading there after catching that previous fish. The owner definitely told her to meet him behind the bar, right? These are all the tips you got today? Which are cheap, penniless bums, the lot of them. Oh. Mo's dialogue right now is just a bunch of meeps. I slightly forgot that. No, the ship isn't ready yet because we simply don't have the money. We need to work harder. Meep. Give you back the stone? I suppose you're considering building a boat by yourself, hmm? Foolish child. If I can't prepare a boat fast enough, what makes you think you can? You ought to learn your place. It was I who took you in, who gave you shelter. You owe your life to me. You owe me your life. Now, enough of this foolishness. I expect better of you tomorrow. This is the first time I've noticed just how far down the hair ornaments go. I'm also going to choose to ignore the fact that they're currently clipping into the building. It looks like they're fighting. Come on, let's go see if she's okay. Quiet. He'll come back if you make any noise. That is not the thing you say to a person if you're trying to reassure them that you're not going to harm them. What were you fighting about? Meep? Meep? And what shiny thing do we have over here? Oh, did you find something? Yes, I found something. Why else would there be something shining on the ground? Oh, hello there, cat. Looks like a letter. That guy must have dropped it earlier. It reeks of something evil. What is that? I don't think he'll mind if we read it. You read the letter. Hey, Nicholas. I hear business is booming. All my girls have run off home to their own villages, so it's been a struggle on my end. They're all worried about family. What with the seas light being the way it is, I can't believe they'd be so selfish. So I'm writing you this letter to see if you're still interested in selling that girl of yours. Emma, was it? I think your price is reasonable, so let's proceed with... Okay, this is just terrible. This person is a terrible person. This can't be for real. That is despicable. You're right. You stink of low-life scumbag, but to think he would actually stoop so low. How can someone think so lowly of another human life that they feel like they have the right to sell it? I suppose such a weak awareness of human rights is typical in this day and age, though. Do you think we should let the girl know about his plan? That may be for the best. Okay, let's tell her. Let's bring it with us to the tavern tomorrow night. Oh, it does actually want me to wait for a whole day. Okay. I was not entirely expecting that. I thought I had... Or I thought I could go and just immediately do that. But I guess this works to a... Actually... The cave over there, I don't want to do anything with. The tower to the right, I can't really do much with just yet. That's still a short ways away.
Welcome home.
No, let's... All my crops are tended.
The key is to have fun with everything.
I guess I could go and plant something there that would grow within... 8 days? Let's see, what do we have? Something specifically only for spring. Looks like we're actually pretty good on all of this. Oops. Let's go ahead and see about the chestnut saplings then. How large is your... Oh, you're a 2x2 as well. That's a problem. Oh wait, I don't want to go planting that. I just realized that is not the one I thought it was. So let's go see about the num lemon. The num lemons one by one, so they could plant it here, knowing that in the future I might have to go and... Yeah, I'll go ahead and plant it right now, actually, because the worst that's going to happen is that I'm going to have to take it down way later in the future when I'm prepared to go and do a whole bunch of work with that particular space of the farm. 270 gorilla. And it's now day 23. Oh, I need to press a button to proceed past that. That. Consequences of escape. And we have one person to go talk with elsewhere. So that's food, so it can be stored. Food stored. Food. Food. Okay, they're all food. That is fine. And do we have any of these that are completed? We have the Wisty Peach one that's been completed, but that seems to be it.
Take care out there.
And our Clefou house has been finished. So I can Clefou pen. The house, not a pen as far as I'm concerned. It might be inside a pen, but it's a house. Oh, I should go check the feed I have. Where is that? Is it on the next page? It is on the next page. I have a whole 16 feed. Will that build us level up, or will I still have a bunch of space left over? Oh, get me about halfway through. So that's good. And
Looks like some of the crops are ready for harvest.
wait, can I charge up a harvest now? Can.
Hello, little
I
crappie.
can go and harvest in a 3x3 space now. That's nice. And let's not forget to water everything before I leave, because I don't want to accidentally do something that will have me consume up an entire day's worth of time and end up screwing up my plants because I forgot it. Luckily with the num lemon, I don't need to actually water it because it's a tree and the trees don't need to be watered. I'm going to go ahead and water it anyways though, just out of a certain level of paranoia. And oh, we actually have a letter about keeping livestock. That was the pen I built for you. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, so I hope you use it for a long while. By the by, do you know what animal you want to keep in it yet? A Canelo merchant has set up business near Leth selling Clefou and woolums. You should go and check it out when you have the time. Anyway, I'll be around next time you need me. Oh, this reminds me, I need to go check something real quick and make sure that stuff is set up in a specific fashion and I didn't accidentally do something I wasn't intending to. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that the chat was set up properly real quick and I didn't accidentally leave it in subscribers only. So, how are you, Omen? I heard from the renovator that you installed a new Clefou shed in your place. Maintaining your crops while raising livestock is no mean feat, but I'm confident that you can do it. I have provided you with some crop seeds, which you will find in this letter. I hope you will find them useful. Hey, I'll always take free seeds. But let's go check
Welcome back.
and see if I can make anything new and worthwhile. I don't think so. So that will use peach and sugar. The sugar I could buy, or I can wait to harvest it.
Take
So-
care out there.
I want to kind of make the best of the nectarine. I want to go ahead and aim for completing the Summer Seas Light dungeon in 7 in-game days. And do I need to actually specifically wait until tomorrow? No, I can just go ahead and do that at any
See
time.
you later.
So I'm gonna go ahead and focus more on the main story at the moment. I've done enough side questing over the last couple episodes, I think, so we'll try and focus more on the main story this time around. Oh, darn it, I came here and then as I got here I remember that it's a bar, so it doesn't open until 10 a.m. So, I wonder if I can do anything with this particular house down here yet, or if I'm still waiting for time to pass. Please come back later. So I am still waiting for time to pass. Alright then. Let's go look for a fishing spot then. So, to get this right, by the time I find a fishing spot, it's just going to be time to go back. The bola out there is a really pretty sight. Looks like giant bubbles, but you can see the sea out there being disturbed by it. Is that a sea or is it an ocean? I cannot remember the specifics for what determines whether something is a sea or an ocean. I used to know the specifics, but... Okay, bar, open up already. There we go. If I would have been thinking things through, I would have went ahead and gone off to Nemea first. Maybe ammo isn't working today. Let's go talk with the bartender. Ammo is the tavern's main attraction. Have a drink, sit back, and see what all the fuss is about for yourselves. Okay. Only took me 3 tries. Where's Emma? What business do you have with her? We'd like to speak with Emma if we may. I'm sure you do, but the landlord says nobody's to see the diva without his say-so. It's really important. He's currently away on business, 1 town over. Said he could be gone a while. This way... Oh, I misunderstood the context of that. This way. So, let's go chat with you over here now. This is the anteroom where the diva sleeps. You couldn't have gone for a proper door? Or, maybe the door is like that just simply because of the fact that this is a coastal town. I hadn't thought of that. Emo, you have customers. Meep? So what's the deal? What's so important you got me breaking the rules? You showed them the letter. Meep? Huh. Well then. It looks like your boss intends to sell you to another establishment. You can't stay here any longer. That bastard. So this is what his business trip's about. We want to help you. What's wrong? Me? She can't speak any human language you or I might know. The boss is able to understand her without any problem, though. Me? Emma seems to agree. That could be a problem. How else are we supposed to communicate? Is her hometown far from here? Hard to say. The landlord just turned up with her one day. If we only had a clue. I'd say she probably grew up in some far-off hidden land of the fairies. Land of the fairies? Yep, but it's just a guess. I get the impression the lyrics to her songs are from an old fairy dialect. A scholar of such things would stop by here to drink some years back. That's when I first heard about it. They used to talk about being able to speak the language of the fairies, if only they were here now. The language of the fairies, Say, Omen, what else do we know that can speak with the fairies? Chris, surely you don't mean the mayor. Aki. That's the one. Perhaps they're feeling charitable for once. That Aki, if she's really such a great fairy, then surely she can speak the language, no? Are you saying you're friends with a fairy? More or less, but calling them all the way out here could be a pain. You hear your voice in Omen's clothes. Heed, children. Repeat as follows, and the great fairy shall grace you with her presence. Oh, great fairy, we call upon thee in our time of need. We shall feed you the tastiest meats 3 times a day. Oh, and brush thy wings every morning. Oh, and you get to trip that mouthy redhead 10 times each day. Yeah, I like that one. Recite these words 3 times. Don't forget to prepare the snacks. Omen, grab her, quick. Wait. You were there the whole time, weren't you? I might have been for a little while. Look, laboring in the fields all day gets pretty boring, okay? We'll let it go this time, but only because we need to put you to use in other ways. I'll even look past your insult about me being a mouthy redhead. Insult? Why, whatever do you mean? I said that with the greatest of respect. Oh, who am I kidding? So what do you want me to interpret for the girl? Is that it? Oh, wait. So you want me to interpret for the girl? Was that it? Yes, and be quick about it. Alright. So, girlie, would you mind saying a few words for me? What thrilling and engaging dialogue we have here. This is a first. Can't say I've ever seen a fairy before. Oh, I'm tempted to go with number 2, but number 1 a bit better to me. We happened upon her by chance. I get all kinds of people stopping by my tavern, but looks like there's still plenty in the world left to see. Fairies definitely aren't something you expect to see every day. Is that so? I see. Okay, I think I get the gist. Your accent's a little strong, so I'm struggling to pick up all the details. Then again, you're not really speaking the language of the fairies. Meep? You don't mind if it's vague. Well, I can say one thing for sure. That landlord is a piece of work. He went and stole the poor girl's linguicite? Or what? Linguicite. She needs that stone to be able to talk with humans. So that's how you could understand what Emma was saying. But why should he be holding on to something so important? Sounds like there was some kind of promise involved. Somehow she ended up being forced to sing in the tavern while that guy still hasn't fulfilled his side of the deal. I'd say he's keeping the linguicite hostage so she can't ask for help. So the landlord intends to use her as some kind of attraction to entice sailors? just like what was written in that letter. He plans to sell Emma. That means we don't have time to dilly-dally. Was there anything else? He said he was keeping the linguist site because of a promise you made. Meep? Oh, so that's why. For some reason, she needs a boat and some help to take her to the summer seas light. The landlord said he was going to give her both of these things, but never did. That must have been what he was talking about the other night. Do you need help with? Me? She says she can't say just yet. Understandable considering how the landlord has tricked you. I'd be surprised if you trusted us so quickly. It still works out wonderfully since we're both heading to the Sea's Light too. We should take this opportunity to help Emo too. Do you own a boat? We do not. He's got a point, and it's not like we have the money to buy one either. At least we're in a fishing town. There must be a spare boat sitting around that we can borrow. Actually, you'll be hard pressed finding anyone who will put their boat in the water since Lorelei turned up. Oh right, I remember hearing something about that during the row at the tavern. What was it again? Their boats filled with water when they heard Lorelei's ballad? It's become quite the rumor, but a fisherman's boat is their life. You won't find anyone willing to risk theirs. Does it have to be a fisherman's boat? Fishermen or not, I don't think anyone is about to risk sinking their boat. We'll just have to think of another way. It's too soon to give up now, right, Omen? Let's take a walk around town and see if we can find any useful gossip. So now we get to go look for gossip. Can I help you, cat? You didn't want to sit in my lap, and now you're trying to sit in my lap again. Make up your mind and find a place to lay down. Yeah. So I can just head straight to the Atelier and be fine. It just occurred to me how different looking this building is in comparison to the other houses here in town. This building looks nothing like the other houses, does it? That's what I was just saying. Hello there once again, Hein. So this part isn't strong enough after all. What's this? Customers in my humble atelier? Oh, I remember you. We met in Leth, didn't we? Aren't you going to introduce me to your lovely lady friend? I'm Arya, and is that... Oh, this? It's called a sunken ship. It doesn't look very sunken. That's because it has not yet sunk. It's a sunken ship by classification. I've named her the Fiasola. Gorgeous, isn't she? Just... Oh, look at this part. Now, a lady should know better than to touch what doesn't belong to her. I must say I was skeptical when I heard talk of a ship that sinks itself, but this... Tell me, how does it withstand the increase in atmospheric pressure when it's submerged? What's this? So you are no ordinary lady after all. But you see, after a great many tests... Arya and Hein are talking shop. I'm just over here stretching, completely clueless about anything that's being said. I didn't know you could use the monolite in such a way. It's more advanced than I realized. But if it spreads too far, then there's a chance it could really confuse historians centuries from now. Wow, what's this gem? Don't tell me you're secretly dripping with riches. Oh, that? It's an imitation, a byproduct of a previous invention of mine. It's completely worthless. A discerning eye could tell you it's a forgery quicker than a heartbeat. Still, even imitation gemstones have some value. There are people out there who wouldn't care that it's fake. For them, it's not about the value, it's about how rare it appears. I suppose not everyone is quite as philosophical as you, hmm? So why are you both here? I'm sure it's not just to catch a glimpse of my latest creation. Could you take us to the Seas Light? To the Summer Seas Light, you mean? Well, my ship would certainly be suitable enough to help you with your endeavor. But it's not like you're asking me to take you on a pleasure cruise. So you can't blame me for asking what it is you expect to achieve there. We were hoping to keep it something of a secret, but I guess we don't really have much of a choice. Emo, come in. Come on. Emo needs to go there, which is why she's trapped in some awful promise to the tavern landlord. You explained the situation to Heim. Oh dear, human trafficking is quite a repellent concept, which I suppose is fitting for such a repellent landlord. So you wish to take Shatola's resident diva to the Seas Light? Have the sirens awoken something? Something wrong? Not at all. If the beautiful diva wishes to go, then who am I to turn her away? Hold on a second. Why were you so reluctant when it was me who made the request? Oh, well, how do I put this into words? You're not quite up to my level. You must know what I mean. No, I don't think I do. Whatever. You got what we came for, and you've agreed to take us to the Seas Light. I can't wait to ride the boat. You're so easily amused. Still, it may become a self-fulfilling prophecy if we keep calling it a sunken ship. How about submarine instead? That's a wonderful idea, Arya. In that case, she will be called the submarine, Fiasola. I will prepare the ship for departure. Come back and see me once you have completed any preparations of your own. Okay, my preparations are complete. Let's go. Are you ready to embark? Alright, let's go. Alright, all aboard the Fiasola. So how far is the Summer Seas Light exactly? Not that far, though we will need to plan our route carefully. Let us aim to reach the opening to the ocean's source for now. We can figure out the rest after. And now I can actually go and move about, and I will use that to go ahead and grab a bunch of the stuff that's off around that I can. That I have all of it ready. There is some stuff that I can simply not get at this particular moment because it requires me to go get the... oh, I forget the name of the mount, but the one mount that is available for 10,000 gorilla back and left, and then I have to go and fully upgrade that pet, which is, I think, it's either 40,000 or 80,000 gorilla. But going in... ooh, I actually missed that spot on a previous playthrough. But after going and doing that, I can get to the last particular spots. One of those spots has an item that is needed for one of the two kind of secret classes. I think we're almost at the source. Meep. This is a bit too much shaking. Quit rocking the boat. I think the sea is beckoning us deeper. Do you hear that song? This must be Lorelei's ballad, so it wasn't just a rumor. This was the song that dragged those boats underwater. Meep. Well, luckily we're in a submarine. It's built for being underwater. The deeper we go, it would be rude to keep the lady waiting. The ship may rattle a little, but I promise there's no need to worry. I'm just waiting for something to explode all of a sudden. This is more than a little rattle, don't you think? Don't panic. The Fiasola can handle the pressure. Words said right before. Yep, words said right before disaster. What was that? It looks like the hull detector has detected an abnormality. Likely just a crack in the transformer. Just a crack? I said there's no need to panic. I'm certain we probably have nothing to worry about. Which one is it? Make sure the mayor reads my will. How do you expect me to do that if we're both going to die in here together? Meep, meep. And we are now in my favorite dungeon in the game. My second favorite location overall, my favorite dungeon. It looks like we somehow arrived in one piece. I wasn't sure we'd make it for a moment there. I honestly thought my soul had left my body. We didn't just crash and burn? No. We experienced some technical difficulties, but we reached our destination in the end. And what a peculiar destination it is. This is certainly the ocean floor, but it has breathable air. That song, is that Lorelei's ballad? Sounds more like an elegy. I haven't seen this place before either. This must be the Coral Shrine, home of the Summer Sea's Light, and of Princess Emo and her sirens. The sirens? Meep. Wait a minute. Oi, you wait a minute. You seem pretty well informed. Why the side-eye, friend? I have a great deal of books for the sake of research, you see. Naturally, someone is bound to acquire some knowledge. Anyway, I will leave the exploring to you. I'm going to make some adjustments to the Fiasola. Let me know when you're ready to return to the surface. Will it get us back safe? Well, if it fails, we'll at least have the honor of being the first humans to be crushed at the bottom of the world. I'm joking. We should be able to float safely to a place outside of Lorelei's influence. Now, take care be on your way. Emo joined your party. Omens meeting with Emo awakens heightened powers. I acquired the Woglin job class, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to ever say that correctly. So I will probably just end up calling this the Wave class, and that is it, or the Singer class, or Diva, something like that, because the Wogland is probably going to be something I can never properly remember. So, a job that wields magic through song to support the team. It can charge its normal attacks by holding the X button. I'll be perfectly honest, in all my time, actually, son of a, what did I just eat by accident? Okay, it was just a normal drink, it looks like. Every other game I've play right now, Y is to open the inventory, and it isn't for this one, so I end up going and just accidentally consuming stuff. So, Asil, my friend, I enjoyed having you in the party, but we have another person add to the party. And do I have a return bell? I have a return bell, so I can at least... Oh, the Meep sounds are so cute. And we got some Lorelai's Tears as a first harvest here. But let's go run through here and maybe we'll get lucky enough to go and open up one of the shortcuts before we have to return for the night. I'm not holding out too much hope though.
That was a good workout.
No, you're not dropping any items. I think you'll drop them before you despawn anyways, so I need to keep an eye out for that. There's something sticking out of a crack in the boulder. It's swaying to and fro. Be some kind of rare plant. Let's go piss off the plant. As soon as you touch it, a monster leaps out from behind the boulder. It's really angry. Looks like this was the rare plant you grabbed. Monster attacks. Oh, I would be really upset if whatever I was grabbing was grabbed. Probably the lure. And we got some glowing liquid. And that's all that's down that hallway, unfortunately. Nothing else of note around here. Is this gel weak to wind? Well, I don't know if it's weak to wind, but it's definitely dead right now. Oh, it actually survived. I take a small amount of defense to that. Over here, we have a treasure chest. Ooh, more paprika seeds. Okay, I was about to say, I haven't gone and purchased a whole bunch of these seeds yet, have I? And I believe the answer is no. But I'm not entirely certain. I may have... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I haven't, because I don't remember seeing seeds for any of the Shatola stuff off in the storage when I was looking through it earlier, but I'll probably need to go and double check. And I need to remember to go check corners because harvestables are important to grab. If nothing else, then because I need to grab a bunch of harvestables for the fairy tasks. I'm really happy that the Lancer is taking out so much of its health already. I still need to go and make sure that I upgrade the different weapons on a regular basis. More acorn seeds. And we can repair the bridge. I'm sleepy, so we will head back to the house and sleep. And that will give us 6 more days to complete this dungeon. Because I do not believe I can leave the farm on the day of quietus. Almost level 23. Day 24. Let's go store some stuff. Ooh, that would have made us money if I sold it. Crafting, seeds. Crafting, more crafting. All sorts of crafting. Harvest 15 strawberries will get us 1 more for that.
See you later.
I vaguely feel like I'm missing an item. Okay, I have 2 explosives. And I can harvest more peaches real quick. Go and use the lard. Oh!
Puppies.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to suddenly harvest all of those. I was thinking that maybe I'd get to see another harvest or two from those, but nope, they're gone. Let's go get our radishes watered as well. And then, let's see. If I go start there and then move here,
Oh, little
I get
crabbies.
all of them, yep. And we will go ahead and throw this all into the storage box. Throw that into the shipping box. We could go and just head straight back to the dungeon, but I'm going to stop in by left real quick and see about purchasing a Clefao so that we can get working on stuff related to Clefaos. I don't remember if I have cheesemaker blueprints just yet, but if I do... Wait, no, not cheesemakers, mayonnaise. Yeah, the Totaku. You buy the Totaku and then there's 4 or 5 more levels to go and purchase those, and I don't remember if they're all 10,000 gorilla or if they have slowly increasing price. It's somewhat unfortunate that I didn't have enough gorilla to go and buy. Wait a second, did I actually remember? Okay, I did actually remember to throw the pearl in there. I was gonna say, I thought I did, but I need to go make sure. It'd be embarrassing to go finish the day and not sell the pearl. I should probably consider saving up for the Otaku just simply because it will let me move about a bit faster on the world map. Can't use it to move around in the dungeons, unfortunately. Admittedly, it would be nice if I could, but I understand why I can't. The base movement speed is already mostly reasonable for the size of the dungeons, it feels like. Oh, hello you two. How are you doing? Please leave. Ouch. I do not appreciate your interest in me at this time. Oh, you survived that attack. That is uncalled for. Let's go. I keep wanting to go open my inventory and consume some item to go reveal the map, but I can't do that with this. There's a giant shellfish in the rocks. You look through an opening in the shell and see there's a big shiny pearl inside. You'll probably get the pearl if you stuck your hand through the opening. Let's do it. Let's take damage. Yep. Managed to pry my hand out while still holding onto the pearl, but hurt myself in the process. That's fine with me. Let's go pick on the Sahagin. Sahagins are one of the enemies that I really enjoy seeing in games because they always look so different. I'm trying to think of a couple different examples to describe, and unfortunately I'm only thinking of one example in particular, and it's not a particularly interesting example of design. Oh, here we go. Here's a button, and there are people guarding it. How rude. You can't just leave the button unattended for any passerby to come and press. Like, sure, it goes and activates the fancy fountains, but what's the worst somebody could do to the fancy fountains? Okay, I know actually a whole lot of bad stuff could be done to the fancy fountains, but that's not our concern. At least not yet. And I don't believe there's another thing at the end of this, so it's just trying to clear this first room. now. We have the one shortcut. We'll go get the ladder shortcut there in a moment. And is what are behind you important? Yeah, we got a chest back here. That might be important. Oh, and he's running off. Oh, while he's running off, I'll go grab whatever the item is. And... oh, son of a... item went and had to fall down below. Okay, time to jump back up here, I guess. And... I have some enemies over there to deal with.
Let's get this over with.
I need to pay closer attention to the health. The health can be a pretty severe issue if I go and slack off on it. This is probably one of the only games I'm playing right now where the risk of dying is an actual concern. And cutscene. Hey, Meep? Is something wrong, Emma? I was enraptured by the strange bubble. Meep! I see. She says the bubbles were made by the sirens. Meep. And what are the sirens exactly? Do they live here? Seems so. They lived their lives quietly far from the affairs of terrestrial life. At least I remember the great water fairy mentioning that way back when. So what are the bubbles for? Meep. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. These bubbles are called the bola. The sirens use them to understand one another, or something like that. I guess you could say they're like a farewell letter. Farewell letter, huh? What's with the sudden sing-along, Emma? You hear a mysterious voice. You're the one listening to the bola, right, Emo? If you can understand this, you realize you are the final siren. We're sorry. You must shoulder a painful fate. If I didn't know better, I'd almost think that was done in haiku. What was that voice? I understand now. It was like a voice message sent directly to the brain. It feels like I was letting in something deeply occult, as though something was taking over me. But it seems like the Bola was addressing Emo directly. It said something about fate. Meep. I feel like the freaking Roadrunner. She says she wants to ask the other Bola, since they're all messages meant for her. By all means. Meep. Should I be using this video as audition material as a Roadrunner? Oh, gate's locked. That's right. Let's go get these guys. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh, oops, this is an issue I was not prepared to encounter. And that was just a stupid waste of a really good healing item just to recover a little stamina. I should have just tried to look for something elsewhere. Oh well. Let's see. Not really anything else that is particularly of note around here, I don't think. Now, this place I can detonate with a explosive. And we've got a Canelu doll. I think this is number 5. Oh, can we get a sneak attack in? I know sneak attacks don't actually deal any additional damage in this game, but I can at least pretend they do. And we've got one guy taken care of already. 2. We're going and clearing this up right fast. Can you go down already, please? I want you spitting whatever you're thinking about spitting at me. And this is the chest with the key for that gate, so you get to backtrack to the gates. Luckily it's only a couple... It is less than 100 steps to backtrack that far. Wait, is it? I'm not going to sit here and count steps. Especially because if I was to go and move slowly enough to count steps, my pace would artificially be increased because I am taking more steps by going at a slower pace. And we have another cutscene. You hear a hoarse voice whisper, "Emo, my dear pupil, I never thought it would come to this. We sirens are now a threat to this ocean. Please, Emo, before the sea is filled with such a miserable melody." Oh. And the message abruptly ends here. You've exceeded your text limit. Please switch to the premium plan. Is that a teacher or something? Meep. Yeah, I think it was her Carmentation instructor? What's Carmentation? Thank you for asking that, because that's what I wanted to know too. It's how the sirens communicate. Like the voice in the bullet said, they cast magic by singing. Wow, that's actually kind of romantic. But there's definitely something mysterious... Wait, but there's definitely some mysterious power behind music and how it can make people happy or sad. As though it's somehow able to directly influence the human heart. I definitely listen to a lot of music during my research. How about you? I like music. Nice. I wonder if we have the same tastes. Which makes me wonder, Emma, why didn't you make a bolo on land? Seems like a handy thing to have. Meep. She says that she tried, but they always burst right away. That and it requires a huge amount of magical energy. It's not an easy thing to make, even underwater. It's surprising, although, what would I know? It's not like I've ever lived in the sea. And off we go further into the dungeon. And we have a save point. You have activated the ill-three-pronged crossroads modus monolite. Or it might be the 3. I'm not entirely certain. Oh, I have a job that can have some advancements done. but that'll be for another time. I'm actually going to go ahead and kind of start wrapping things up here for tonight. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the stream, please leave a like. If you like the content I make, please subscribe to the channel. And depending on when you're watching this, if it's day or night, I hope you have a good day or night. And I hope to see you in the next stream, whatever the next stream may be.